Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Handmade Bullpup mod, which is being made by user Pigness. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is an absolutely wonderful new bullpup rifle that's actually made from a handmade assault rifle. And I really do love this mod for two main reasons. One, I always do enjoy when we get more makeshift and handmade weaponry added into the game, because hey, we're in a post-apocalyptic world. That feels like that should be more of a thing. And of course, the second is, well, if you've watched this channel for a while, you know I love bullpups. They are just such cool weapons, and so here we are. So let's jump on over this way and have a look at what we do get with the Handmade Bullpup, which in its most standard and basic configuration will deal 35 damage with a 7.62 round with a firing rate of 40, range of 119, accuracy of 72, and a weight of 11.9. Not too bad there. And as you can see, this thing is very nicely made on the modeling and texturing, and I really do enjoy how they did go about taking the in-game handmade assault rifle and turning it into a bullpup, because it feels like what would happen again in a makeshift post-apocalyptic scenario. You've got, you know, the trigger still over here in the back from the normal gun, with a new pistol grip and trigger up here, and just a bar in between them. Very makeshift, and I love it. Plus, with the stock back here just being some stuff bolted on to give you that sort of buttstock, which is just very cool. I very much do enjoy how they went about making this. And as for modifications, you're going to find a lot of the same stuff that you're going to get with the standard in-game handmade assault rifle, but there are a few little extras like laser scopes, which is pretty cool for you to add in there, and I do very much enjoy. Now, as for how you do get your hands on one of these lovely things, well, first and foremost, there is, of course, a prerequisite. It is using the in-game handmade assault rifle, so you are going to need the Nuka World DLC. Now, once you got that in hand, once you reach level 15, this will be added into the leveled loot list and will be found primarily on gunners and mainly Nuka World Raiders. And in fact, you'll even get it in their different faction colors, which is very cool. I do very much enjoy that. Now, as for the modifications that we do have for these, let's head on over here to the weapon workbench. And in the receiver category, you're going to find the pretty typical things from standard to light frame to hair trigger, and you're going to get them in both the the semi-automatic as well as the fully automatic down here, which does mean this is kind of more of a mid-game gun because damage-wise, the 64 here for the receiver is really the max you're going to get. There is another boost you can get later down the list in ammo, but we'll get to that in a moment. But yes, this is definitely more of a mid-game gun, so it's not hugely powerful. Now, then the barrel category, we've got a very short and long barrel in either a covered or uncovered version, which is pretty cool. More aesthetic based than anything, but it does actually add in a little bit of stats as well for going with covered. And then in the stock category, we've either got a short stock where you got nothing in the back, the full stock, a marksman stock, and a recoil compensating stock, which I actually think is my favorite of the four there. It's very cool. Now, next in the magazines, and where you can not just adjust the magazine, but also what kind of ammo this thing can fire. You can actually have a standard magazine, a medium magazine, and even a big old drum magazine down here for the standard 7.62, but you can also rechamber this thing in 10mm if you have an excess of those, though of course it's going to drop down the damage a lot. 5mm as well, if you want to have comparable damage roughly to the standard. You do lose a little bit, but it's still not too bad. And you can even rechamber it for shotgun, which is actually going to give you the most damage, because on top of whatever you receive here you have, you're going to get about an extra plus 12 to damage there. Still not a lot, but, you know, not too shabby. And of course, well, it's shotguns, which is just fun. A shotgun bullpup, that's entertaining. And then in the sights category, we've got the pretty standard fare here of like standard, reflex, and various scopes like short, medium, and long. But we also do have things like a flashlight that can be put on the side of the gun, and even a laser sight. But my personal favorite is the mix between the reflex and laser edition, which is very cool. I do very much enjoy that one. And then muzzle, we've got the pretty typical compensator muzzle brake, and then a homemade and quality suppressor. Very nice there. And finally, we do have some paint jobs for this thing. So we've got the standard color here, which I really do like because it does look all beat up and junky. But then we have the color schemes for the 3 Nuka World factions. So you can go with the Disciple color scheme, the Operator's color scheme, or of course, the Painted for the guys I'm forgetting the name of. Why doesn't have their name there? I don't know, but it's been so long since I played Nuka World, I don't remember. Well, yes, and that is it for the various modifications we do have for this gun. Not too bad at all, and does give you a lot of good options. Again, it's with all those mods, you're never gonna really get this thing past a mid-game gun, but still, it'll be a very good, solid mid-game gun with the stats available. So let's take a look at this thing firing, first with the standard, which isn't going to be too crazy because it does, of course, share a lot with the Handmade Assault Rifle, though it does have a custom animation for the reload, which is very nice. So let's get to shooting. And there we go. Very nice, smooth animation there for the reload, with reloading behind the pistol grip, as of course you would with a bullpup gun. And I do quite like this gun with firing because it does have seemingly a lot less kick to it than a standard handmade assault rifle. So it can keep on target very, very nicely. You basically don't have to move at all for compensation, or at least just make minor adjustments, so not too bad there. Let's try this fully auto one that I've got with the laser, which is a little awkward with the laser because, as you can see, it's the laser is down and to the right of where my reflex sight is aiming at, which is a little strange, but oh well, at least we still have a cool laser sight effect. And of course, with that big old drum magazine and this thing's low recoil, you know, you can really keep this thing on target. I'm not adjusting it at all, and after all those bullets, we only went from right there to right there. Not too bad at all. Very cool. And of course, with the suppressed sniping one here, doing 64 damage with the 7.62, it's very good as a very stable mid-range sniping platform, I think. So very nice all in all. And again, with the different paint schemes for the different Nuka World factions, it's just neat. Now let's grab ourselves a Deathclaw to try this thing out on and see how it goes. Oh boy, I mean, again, a mid-game gun versus Deathclaw, so it's gonna take a little bit, but oh well, let's see how we do. Oh boy, you know what, I should actually be out on the automatic while he's still that close by me. Die! Oop, I grabbed the wrong one, you dang fool, I didn't click right. There we go. There we go. 75 rounds should do quite a bit to him over there. Oh, he's behind the wall. That is unfortunate. Now I'm still getting him a little bit there. Let's use up the whole drum magazine. Wonderful. And then switch over to the sniping one. Yes, that's ever so slightly more damage. Hello, Deathclaw! Alright, okay. Oh boy, die please, die please! Oh god, reload! He's close, switch out to the automatic. There we are, and that's a dead Deathclaw. Yay! Well, yeah, it's just a simple, fun little mod. I honestly wasn't sure at first if I would like this just because it is reusing so much from the Handmade Assault Rifle, but again, I do love how they did turn it into a bullpup. With that rod and all, I think that's very amusing. And just all in all, I do enjoy bullpups, so overall, I very much did enjoy this gun, and will probably maybe even keep it in my usual game. I don't know, I'll have to decide on that. But it is still a great little mod to play around with, so if you'd like to have a gander at it yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you do, you can have a look at the link in the description. But that's going to be it for this one today. Hopefully you all have enjoyed and you do come back for the next. But until that time, thank you for watching. As always, well, have a good one.